afternoon and welcome back to the Chronicles of a Gooner. Now today's video is a brief look at some of the players the club are currently being linked with and what they could bring to the Arsenal. Number 1, Socrates Papastathopoulos. Yep, that's how you pronounce it. We continue to be linked with the Borussia Dortmund Greek international. He turns 30 in just a few days' time and began his career initially with AEK Athens. He then spent some time in Serie A with Genoa before joining the mighty Milan. He only managed 5 appearances for the Rossoneri in the first year or so he was on their books, and then Milan eventually loaned him out to Werder Bremen, introducing him to the Bundesliga. Now, Bremen made the move permanent the following season, but it wasn't long before Borussia Dortmund came calling, and Socrates signed for them for just shy of £9 million, and he's been there ever since. He'll bring some much needed skill, determination and a physical presence to a defence that's often been bullied. My only reservation about him is he's not the most technically gifted footballer, and if Emery has aspirations of playing out from the back, Socrates may not be the right man. Number 2 is Stefan Lichtsteiner. Now, the Swiss international announced he'd be leaving Juventus at the end of the season and has been linked with a move to North London ever since. Lichtsteiner is a free agent, and so if it's true that we do have a very limited transfer budget, then it makes perfect sense to sign him as cover for Hector Bellerin. He'll bring some much needed experience and know-how to our defence, and has been described as a reliable footballer throughout his time in Italy by the press. He's won 98 caps for Switzerland, has represented some big clubs such as Lille, Lazio and of course Juve, won 7 Serie A titles, 5 Coppa Italias and 4 Italian Super Cups. I guess on a free transfer this one makes perfect sense to me anyway. Number 3 is Yacine Adli. The 17-year-old has been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal. It said he's keen to work under Emery again, who oversaw his development during his time in Paris. Now, he was voted PSG's outstanding youth prospect last season, and he's represented France at under 16, under 17 and under 18 level, scoring 13 goals in 33 games. He's said to have impeccable vision and the ability to beat a man with ease. Sounds like the ideal attacking midfielder to me, but I'd be lying if I said I'd seen him play. We'll need to trust in the manager and Sven McLintock to identify such gems, given our inability to compete financially with the pace setters. Number 4 is Steven Nzonzi. Now, we seem to be linked with this player every single summer. There's no doubt since he's moved to Spain, his reputation has grown considerably. He was a key component of Sevilla's Europa League success in the 2015-16 season, and he's certainly a capable defensive midfielder. I'm sure many of you would have seen him play numerous times during his time in the Premier League with Blackburn Rovers and, of course, Stoke City. What he would bring is a physical presence to our midfield and some much needed athleticism. I'm not getting my hopes up on this one because, like I've said, we're always linked with this guy every single transfer window. But perhaps Emery's influence may persuade the Frenchman to finally make the move. That's one to keep an eye on. And the 5th player today is Ousmane Dembele. Now, according to the press, Dembele has an excellent relationship with Sven Mislintat, and the two are in constant communication. Assuming we only have 50 million to spend, which I've said over and over again, any move for Dembele would have to be a loan deal. It's not likely Barcelona will allow that to happen, in my personal opinion. But we are screaming out for a pacey wide man, and Dembele fits that criteria perfectly. I'm sure throughout the summer months we'll be linked with many more players, and we'll be dropping another video next week with another 5 names, I'm sure. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and of course subscribe to our weekly podcast on iTunes, where my interview with double winning captain Frank McLintock will be available on Monday morning. Until next time, ciao.